Sawubona Mzansi. Welcome back to another MIH live. We'll just give some time to set everything up on our side, and we'll wait for everyone to start joining soon. But we have some exciting things today. We have some exciting things that we're going through today. I see there's 2 viewers in Kick. Yes, that's another new thing. We are live at the moment on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So that's 4 platforms that we're streaming on. The inferior version is on TikTok, and the superior version is the rest of them because they are using the OBS and it's set up a little bit different, so that's fine. Let me go back. Nice. So it looks like Kick is fine. Looks like YouTube is fine. It looks like Twitch is also fine. So hopefully things will be looking good for us. Let's go out of this. Yes, so now I can see all on the side of the screen over here. I can see all the chats. So from Kick, YouTube, Twitch, and then on this side I have the cell phone set up for TikTok. And that's just because I have no idea how to get TikTok working with my laptop. So we'll have to figure out how that works. Hello. Thank you everyone for joining. So today, just a recap of what we did yesterday, right? So yesterday we figured out that our GPU was working fine in the new MIH server, right? And it wasn't only working fine on the hardware itself in the operating system, but it was working fine underneath or inside a container itself. So that was a big plus side. Thereafter, after figuring out that everything is working, everything is set up correctly, what did we do? We then tested out or created an AI instance of a container, and we tested out the Mzansi AI or just the normal Olama AI to see how it would work, or if it would actually work with the new hardware and the what's this thing called? And the GPU that we just installed into the Mzansi server. So that looked fine. I will flip the screen for everyone and we'll see what that looked like. So let's flip that. So we're just doing a recap now, guys, of what we did yesterday. So if we have a look on the screen, let me know if you're able to see things. So if we have a look, so this is the terminal that we're looking at, guys. So this was the command over here that we ran in order to check if the GPU was working inside the container. So if we had a look over here, you see our GPU and you see the software that we're using, the driver software at the top. So everything seems to be working fine over there. Then let's clear this. Then what we did was we ran, let's check this. So this is basically checking the containers that are available. So it is up. So let's clear this. So all we have to do to go inside that container is this. So you can see we're inside the Olama container, right? And if we say Olama list, not list, did you mean list? So, sorry, my bad, spelling mistake. Olama list, enter. Why do I have nothing? Okay, it looks like I have nothing over here. But all we have to do is go over to the Olama website and we'll get that. So I was just testing something else out today. So basically what I was doing was what I was getting up to was I was testing out the 8 gig or the 8 gigabyte size version of Olama or of Gemma, and which is this one over here, the 12 billion parameter one. So it worked fine. I don't know if you want me to show you right now, but it worked fine on the new hardware, but it was as slow as the current Mzansi AI. So that's not exactly what we want. I want more speed, so I'll stick to the 4 billion parameter. We'll copy that over. We'll paste it inside here, then we'll watch it download. So while that is downloading, I'll just flip the camera again. And hello, Dev Shibo Sidoabo. Is that correct how I'm saying it? Hello. So yes, we are just installing the Gemma 4 billion parameter model because just to see how that works fine. Do you want us to test out any other models? Which model do you have in particular? Let's go back. I'll flip this over again. And we'll see which one do you want us to try out, because I'm currently downloading the Gemma 3, but what we can do is we can go, if I expand this, we can go to models. Yeah, this is the screen that I want. So here's the different models that are available for us, right? Over here. So I'm looking at the Gemma 3 one, which is the 4 billion parameter model. But there's also the Quinn 3. I've heard some good things about it also. So let's have a look at what sizes they have. Ooh, they have an 8 billion parameter, and it's only 5 gigs. Do you guys think we should hook that one up? I've been using DeepSeek. So I've used DeepSeek before. Sorry, it was over there. So DeepSeek is here. So I tried using DeepSeek before, but I feel like it was just thinking way too much. It was having a whole long thought process. And I don't know if that's what we're looking for at the moment. A reasoning model, that's what it's called. It's called a reasoning model. I don't know if we want a reasoning model yet, because is this model restricted? What do you mean by restricted? What exactly do you mean by restricted? So at the moment, because we don't have the power capacity or the performance on our side, we aren't going for the reasoning models. We're going to stick with just the standard. They're not even thinking. They just give us the answer immediately. All right? So that's what we are looking at today. So we can do DeepSeek, but I know this is the reasoning model, so I don't know if we want to do that. But we can also do Quinn. I think this is made in China by, who's that company? What's their Google? It's called Quinn 3 is long run Quinn series. You guys want us to try this? Let's download this 8 billion parameter one and see if it's smart. So let me /buy. I'll download that for us now also. Paste. So if you have a look over here, I'm going to download that same 8 billion parameter model now. And hopefully it works fine. So it'll take like 3 minutes or so. But is there any other models? You're running your own VM for your app. So I'm not running a VM. It's running on physical hardware here at our studios. Let me flip my camera. So it's running on our physical hardware on our studios, and the virtualization, if I can call it that, tool that we're using is Docker. So Docker is like a containerization tool. So we're using Docker for our different applications inside MIH, and inside the Docker container itself, it's like a mini virtual machine that has its own operating system inside it, right? So then you have inside your container, you have its own operating system. It can be as lightweight as possible. Above that, then you have your whatever kind of server you want to put on top of it or create on top of that. So that's what we're using. We aren't using any virtual machines like VMbox or some of the other tools. We're using Docker as the foundation technology for our server. So let's see if there's any other comments. So you can see over here there's about 2 minutes left, but the Quinn 3 model, hopefully, or I've never tried Quinn 3. Let me know if you've tried it. Nice, clean. Thank you. So let me know if you've tried Quinn 3 out. I think I don't know what that company's name is. Let's ask Gemini. Who made Quinn 3? Who made Quinn 3 LLM? I'll flip the screen for you guys. And I'll switch it here. So let's hear what it has to say. That's the name. That's who it
The
was.
Qwen 3 large language model series was developed by the Qwen team at Alibaba Cloud.
So it was Alibaba. That's what I was thinking about. Alibaba from China created the Qwen 3 model. And I think it's, let's check their stats over here. So, I don't know if I can believe these stats because sometimes the companies lie and the companies specifically train the model for these kind of assessments here on the side. Let's see if you can see all of it. The assessments on the side, so we don't need OpenAI. So let's check it out over here. So it looks like it's at the top. So, but this is 30 billion parameter models. Oh my word. So it looks like it's on par. It's for the first test that we have over here. It's one of the top one. The Llama 4 updated yesterday, but the problem, we discussed this yesterday in yesterday's live, is if we go into the, oh my word, if we go into the Llama model, they only have a 67 gig model. I don't know what's happening there at Meta, but oh, there's Maverick. Let's see, Scout. I don't understand what any of these are. These don't look like it's for the common folk. Look at the sizes of these things. 100 gigs, 117 gigs over here, 67 gigs. This is definitely not for me at the moment, or not for us at the moment. So I won't even bother with this one. And we have the Llama 3.3. Maybe we could try that, but that's also kind of old at the moment. Because how things, look at it, 5 months ago, in the age of AIs, this is basically ancient. No one would use this one anymore because of how old it is. So I don't know if we should go with this one. Yeah, everything else seems kinda old. Let's see if we can sort it by newest. Okay, some things are looking good. So it just looks like the Qwen 3 one. So are you hosting? Yes, everything is hosted here by us. Everything is hosted here by us. So if you're looking at the screen over here, this is the terminal. It's basically a command line. You can't access, or there's no graphical user interface for you. There's no buttons, there's no windows, nothing. It's only text. So you can see over here at the top that this is the MIH server. And you'll see that I'm currently using Docker to spin up an Ollama server. The Ollama server is basically the large language model server on your own. You're able to do this. In yesterday's live, we did it all together. It's extremely simple for you to do it on your own. If you have any older hardware, like a older laptop or something like that, you can use or you can install Docker. So you can install Docker and you can use the exact same, where was it? I think I asked Gemini what was the command to run that. We can just have a look here. Yeah. You can see I just asked Gemini how to create an Ollama server. And there's it over here. Oh, is this the one? Sorry, I think I'm talking nonsense. But I asked it, I don't know which chat it was. I asked it and it hooked us up with the one line of code. We entered that into our terminal using Docker, and this is where we are right now. So it looks like there's a couple more seconds left. I don't know why this one was kinda large and in charge, but it's okay. We'll see how it is. If you guys are happy, or if we are happy with the performance of this model, we can then, thank you so much, we can then, set that as our default in the Mzansi AI. So I know in yesterday's live, someone asked about RAG. So RAG, how's it Jay? So we're speaking about RAG. So that's basically, if you're looking at these large language models, they are, thank you so much. Yes, join the team, guys. If we're looking at the large language models, that's like say available on Ollama, it only gives us a snapshot. So it was trained on X data, and when it gives you answers, it answers based on X data. right? And it doesn't have access to new information, right? So there's a thing called RAG. So it's basically allows your large language model to get access to more relevant information. Say, for example, you wanted to be taught, or you wanted to have information about your company, for example. Then you can use RAG in some way and then give it the data, and then it will have access to that. But it looks like, if I clear this, it looks like everything is sorted on the Quinn side, so we can test it out now. Mzansi, do you have any questions that you would like me to ask the new Quinn model to see if it's working good? Just drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat, and then we'll see we'll see if we can ask it, or if it's even smart, and how fast it's looking also. So the question that we asked it yesterday, with the current Mzansi AI, we asked it about what are the capitals of South Africa, or SA, and it gave the wrong answer, right? This is the current iteration of the Mzansi AI. So we can ask it the same thing again now. So what are the capitals of SA, right? Be very vague. So we're just saying SA. We're not saying how many capitals. I think I spelled that wrong. Capitals of South Africa, right? So we're keeping it very vague. We're not saying South Africa. We're just saying SA. We're not saying how many capitals there are. We needed to figure it out for itself, right? So I'll send that message, and then we'll see. Firstly, have a look or pay attention to the speed and see if that is sufficient or not compared to yesterday's one. So we'll submit this. Okay, not bad. So this one also looks like it's a reasoning model, because you can see the tag thinking. Okay, so it's not too slow, it's not too fast. Also, so South Africa has 3, or let's see if we can copy this into a thingy for us. So let's copy it over there, and let's look for a speech to text. Speech. What is this? I think we used a different one yesterday. Speech. No, it's text to speech. Sorry. Guys, why didn't you tell me it's text to speech? Let me know in the chat when I'm doing something wrong. Text to speech AI. Or speed AI, imagine. So this is the one we used yesterday. Even though this one has a restriction of 500 characters, it's okay. We won't give it everything that DeepSeek or Quinn 3 is saying. So let's hear what this guy is saying. You see, even this is too long. But these are the capitals, so we'll remove this part and see. Yours are only 500 characters. So basically the answer is correct. So we have Pretoria, Cape Town, and Bloemfontein. I don't know, Mzansi AI, sometimes it hallucinates a lot. So it was saying that we have 4 capitals, and Johannesburg is one of the capitals because it's the biggest economy or something like that. Some random nonsense that it was telling us. So I'm not sure, do you have any other questions that we can ask? It's something a little bit more complex than this one, just to test out the speed of it. So drop it in the chat. I'll think of something also on my side. What else could we do? Look at this. What are the capitals? Let's clear this. Clear it. A question that we can ask it. A question. Tell me about BRICS Plus and their mission. Right? I don't think it's too complicated, but it's relevant. It's new things. So okay, I'm not too worried about the speed of this one. What do you guys think? We'll switch over to the Gemma model to see exactly what it's saying. But you see what I don't like about this model over here is, do you see the thinking? So this chunk over here is the AI like speaking to itself basically and asking it and like just verifying its train of thought and seeing what's happening. Then after it thinks, then it gives us the answer. So it does make the answers a little bit more accurate from the AI, but we what's this? We sacrificing speed over it. So let's say bye to this one. Cancel it. We'll just say bye to Quinn 3. And then we will use llama list list. We'll use the Gemma 3 one. Yeah, Gemma 3. So that's the one we will use. So we say, oh, llama, I think it's just run Gemma 3b or 3 4b 4b. So it's initializing, so we're ready. So we'll ask it the same question, it's here at the top, and just look at the difference in the speed, guys, and let me know which one would you prefer using. So not the capitals, tell me about this one over here. Let me know which one would you prefer using if we put this into Mzansi AI. So I'll paste that same question again. It's over here. We'll press enter. Nah, this one is a little way faster. Way faster. You can even see at the bottom how quick it's running through the things. So yeah, and they even have links to things and all of the stuff. I think Gemma 3 is better. What do you guys? Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know, Mzansi. What do you think? Search naturalreader.com. Okay, no limits. Nice. Thank you. So natural reader. Naturalreader.com. So if this is the one you're speaking about, I think I've used this a while ago, but for like reading PDFs and stuff. So get started, personal. I hope they don't make me sign in now. English, which voice do you want, guys? Number 1?
He couldn't help but smile as he watched the sun rise over the horizon, its golden rays filling him with hope. For the first time in years, he felt like he was exactly where he was meant to be.
So that's 1. Let's go to 2. Evelyn. So number 1 was Adam. Number 2 is Evelyn. Let's hear her.
He couldn't help but smile as he watched the sun rise over the horizon, its golden rays filling.
Let's pause that. I'm not feeling Evelyn. Let's do Derek.
Dear team, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to remind everyone that the deadline for the quarterly report submissions is next Friday.
You know what this one sounds like? You know, in all of the YouTube videos where they have like black and white big text, I think it's this guy's voice, Derek. And then there's one more over here that we can look at.
Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia.
I like this lady.
An object at rest stays at rest.
I like Lola. I think we can go ahead with Lola. What do you guys think? Just type yes in the chat if you want Lola. I'm gonna proceed. Next. Text to speech, personal use, nice. Drag and drop a file, text. So what is this? Am I able to delete this? Yes. Delete. So yes, now we can hear. Thank you so much, Jay, for that. Now we can hear what exactly the Mzansi AI is talking to us about now. And this is the Gemma 3 model. So I'll copy that over. There's quite a lot of text over there. But what I liked about the Gemma 3 model is it was quite fast. in getting us our reply or generating new words in our thing. So copy, paste it. How do we play? Oh, there's it over here at the top, sorry. Are you playing? Okay, no, it's thinking now.
Okay, let's break down BRICS. It's a fascinating and increasingly important development in global geopolitics. Here's a detailed overview of what it is, its origins, its mission, and some of the key considerations surrounding it. What is BRICS Plus? BRICS Plus is an expanded block of countries that emerged from the original BRICS grouping: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. It's a strategic initiative aimed at creating a new, multilateral platform to address global challenges and reshape the international order. The original BRICS formation: the term BRICS was coined in 2001 by Goldman Sachs analyst Jim O'Neill to identify countries with vast economic growth potential. In 2009,
This lady was talking way too slow.
In 2009, the 5 countries officially formed the BRICS bloc. Goals: the original BRICS nations initially aimed to promote economic cooperation, increase trade, investment and financial collaborations, reform global governance,
So I'll pause it over there. We won't go through the whole thing, but I feel like that was, or it is coming through with more accurate information as before. So I think I'm going to delete. What do you guys? Let me leave a chat. Let me know if you prefer Gemma 3 or Quinn 3. I don't like the thinking of Quinn 3 point what. I'm not really into it yet. Yeah, I think for now we don't need reasoning models. So let me flip this over. Flip this here. So, I think for now we'll stick with Gemma 3, right? Gemma 3 has been treating us well, and I have a bias against Google because I like their products. So I'll stick with Gemma 3 for now. But like you saw on the Olamo website, there's new models coming out almost every single day. So we'll wait to see, maybe the Llama 4, the smaller one, will come out, or one of the other companies. OpenAI, I'm not even sure if I've seen them there yet, or if I even want to use them, but we'll see which ones are available, and then we'll keep updating them and making them more available just for us to test out. So one thing that I wanted to chat to you about also is, I'm not sure if you saw the new video that we released not too long ago, I think around like maybe 3, close to 4, where I added a new animation to Mzansi AI. So I don't know how I'm gonna show the people on the, you know what, I think I have a plan. So let's go here. Okay, let's go here, and then give me 1 second. I'm seeing how to accommodate our people on TikTok, because I don't want you guys to miss out also. I want you guys to see everything that we're seeing here on nice. So there's a chat on YouTube. So from yesterday showing off the app to tonight, it seems that it's on turbo boost. That's exactly the speed that we're looking for. It needs to be almost as fast as what we're seeing when we're using like Google's AIs or OpenAI's AIs. It needs to be that quick. Obviously the intelligence won't be there, but the speed of it has to be there. So let me run this. Let me change this. So I have an emulator open on my computer over here, and we are going to, so what I wanted to show you, yes, so in today's video I added a new animation. The update is not released yet. We're still testing it out and seeing if we like it. We also asked everyone else if they like it and getting their feedback, so I'll look forward to seeing your feedback in the comments of that video. But what we've noticed with one of the changes that we've implemented was people didn't notice that they could swipe when they open the Mzansi wallet, for example, or any of the other packages that we offer. They were just confused as to why were all their cards removed. And I think it was an issue on my side because I moved the favorites over there. And I think people saw that their cards were removed and they had no idea that they could swipe. So that seems to be a user experience issue on our side. So we were thinking of how exactly are we going to advise the new users that they can swipe instead of having like a big text over there to say you can swipe or swipe over here or something more intuitive. So when you open it up, something visual that you can see, just to let you know that you can swipe over. So I will flip my cameras again. And then you can see what is currently on the screen. So let me flip this. So we're waiting for TikTok to flip. There's it over here. And then we'll flip it on the rest of the platforms. So to make it easier for our peoples, so I'll put it over here so I'm not blocking it. Nice. So this is just an emulated version of an Android device in development, right? So you'll see that everything looks the same because what we've added was just an animation, right? So you'll have to watch very carefully to see this happen. But say, for example, someone opens up the Mzansi profile. The Mzansi profile has two tools for you to that you can choose from to use, right? So if we click on it, you'll have a look. Do you see how it just slid over a little bit? Is that slide too little? Is it too quick? What do you think of that slide? That slide over. I'll do it one more time for you so you can see it. You might just miss it, but if we click, do you see that? We'll do it again. Do you see it? It's too quick. So I know it's definitely something wrong with the timing. So if it's too quick, okay, we'll change the speed of it now. But also the amount of screen that it shows on the right-hand side, is it enough? Right, so I'll show one more time. Is that enough? So it like slid out maybe this much. Is that enough? Is that too little? It's too quick, so I'm seeing two too quicks. So keep the comments coming through. But if you're saying it's too quick, what we can do is we can, I'll slide this over to here and I'll open up my code editor, which is VS Code. And we'll just play around with the animations and see what they look like, right? So I'll play it one more time for the people that just joined. If we go back, I'll do it one more time. Have a look carefully. Do you see it? I'll do it one more time for you. It slides over very slightly, but we have it's too fast in the chat from Mzansi. So let me close some of the useless things here. And we will check out the animation. So over here, let's change this here and I'll open up that file that we are using. Package, components, not layout, package components. I'm sorry about that, I'm just looking for the correct file. So I have the file over here. So I'll show you this code. I got this code from Gemini. It's not a secret. So there's 3 phases to this animation that I just showed you, right? So the first phase is a delay, waiting for the page to load before the animation starts. So do you think, let me know in the chat, do you think the animation starts too soon? Yes or no? Or you can say it starts too soon or it's too late. Let me know in the chat. Then we can start off with changing that initial when the animation starts. So let's see in the chat, because I think it might be starting a little bit too soon. It's not giving the user enough time to see what's happening. It's just as soon as it opens, it's doing it. So maybe we should increase that to what can we use? Let's go 300 for now. The duration, I will put 500. So let's put 500. And this one over here, we'll put 500 to close it. So how this one works is, don't worry about this, it's just setting up the variables, what page you're on, all of those things, right? There's a if statement to say if there's more than one tool for you to use, right? This is when it starts, so the delay before it starts. Then you can see so we're gonna ease out. So this is the first animation of when it slides over to the left, and then this is the bottom animation that slides over to the right. So we're changing these values over here, which is the 500, the 500, and the 300 to see what it all looks like. So I'll save this. I think it's already saved, and we'll see what it looks like in our or in MIH now, because we are doing it in development. It's easy for us to check out, but I'll do it one more time for you. So I'll click. So now that I feel like that's too slow. What do you guys think? So that was definitely too slow. I'll play it one more time for you so you can see it. I'll click on Mzansi profile. What do you guys think of that? Are you using JavaScript? No, so the framework that we're using is Flutter. And the language that Flutter uses is Dart. So this is something made by Google. And I think they use it to like create YouTube and some of the other applications. So that's the language that we're using. It looks very similar to JavaScript and Java, and that's why I chose to use it. I'm not really familiar with JavaScript that much, but I have done quite a bit of Java in my life. So it looked similar to Java, so I said, let me try this one out. Instead of using, I think it's React Native. That's the alternative to Flutter. So I'll play it again one more time. Let me know, is the animation too slow now? Do you see it? I feel like it's super slow. So I think what we're getting from this is, I think that the initial delay before it starts sliding is fine, all right? Let's try move the code down, or the numbers down to 400. Let's move the numbers over here down to 400. And if we go down here, 400, we'll save and we'll test it out again. So now the delay, or when it starts up, it'll be the same, but the slide animation will be much quicker. What's up, what's up, what's up? So we just have our first person in chat from, where's this? Twitch. Nice, love to see it. Love to see it. So what we're looking at now is our animations. If you look at MIH on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see that this is just an emulator of MIH here. We have our code on the left hand side over here. This is the code that we're using just to set up the animation. I think you'll see it over here at the top. Let me try and increase the font size of these things. Control plus. Okay. Nice. Much better. So yeah, we're looking at this block of code over here. Sorry guys, on TikTok I was just making things a little bit bigger so we can see it, right? So now we're going to test out. We changed the animation speed to 400 now, right? 400 milliseconds. We are just testing out the new animation. So for those that just joined the live stream now, what I noticed was first time users of MIH don't know that they can swipe over to get to the different tools, just like this. So there's you can see at the top there's two different tools here, and I can swipe between them, right? Yeah, I can swipe between them. It's not so nice on using the mouse, but I can swipe between them. And I'm trying to figure out how do I let the users, first time users, know that they are able to swipe over here on this particular page, right? So if I click on the Mzansi profile, that's the one we're using to test out now, you'll see that there's a slight animation. What do you guys think of that animation? Was it better? Worse? Leave a comment in the chat. So I think we're on the right path. I think the delay in the beginning might be a little bit too slow. What do you guys? It might be perfect. It just might be perfect. Let's try change it to 250 maybe. If we change the delay to 250, what effects will that have? So it should start slightly sooner, but the speeds will be the same. What do you guys think? I feel like it's a little bit too slow now. Mzansi, leave a comment. Because I'm doing this for you guys, so let me know. I think it might be a little bit too slow. I'll do it one more time. I don't know. And also, sorry, there was one more thing, that slide to the side. So it comes out about so much now, right? I can increase that also. So let's do that for you. So if I put, so now it's at 5%. It's showing 5% of the next screen. So numlock on. So 1, so insert 1. So now it's going to show 10% of the screen, right? Let me know if that's too much. So I chose 1% because I don't think it needs to cover the whole screen. So if we look at it, how does that look to you guys? Does it look nice? Does it look not so nice? I'm two minds about it. What's your guys' thoughts? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Yes or no? Does this look good? I think it might be a little bit too slow now. So I'll change the speed. It's too much. So there's someone saying in the comment it's too much. So is it sliding over too much? Is that what you're saying? Or is it taking too long to do? Which one exactly is too much? .075 maybe. So the slide over is too much. Okay. So I feel you. I'm changing it now. So I changed it from 10% now. Now it's 7.5%, right? So it's saved on this side. We're going to test it out again. Let me know. Now, I'll do it one more time if you missed it. Again. I feel like it's starting to look good. It's starting to look better. But I feel like it might be just a little bit too slow. Just a tad bit too slow. I'll do it one more time. Let me know. I feel like we found the perfect slide over amount. So, member of Mzansi, you said it slid over too much. Let me know. So that is Canelway. Canelway, let me know if the slide is looking a little bit better now. So we're looking at the slide for those that just joined. We're looking at the animation to show you that you can slide over. All right. I think it's looking good now. Maybe the slide needs to be a little bit better. A little bit faster maybe. Yeah, I think the slide needs to be slightly more faster. So I'll put 350 for now. So we're decreasing it by like 50 milliseconds each slide. So we'll go here 350, and I'll do it one more time for you. So keep your eyes open. We're gonna do it now. How was that? Was that too fast? I'm not sure. I think I like it. I think I might like it. I think I like it. I think I like it. What do you guys think? I'm leaning on the side of it could be perfect right now. What was our code looking like before? So what we've done was, so if you look over here at the changes, right? So we've increased how much we show from 5% to 7.5%. Then we've increased the delay before it starts working by 100 milliseconds from 150 milliseconds to 250 milliseconds. And we just added 50 milliseconds to the slide animation. Do you guys think feel like that's enough? I'll show you one more time. I think I might be happy. But I'm not the only one using MIH. So I know those that love using MIH, please let me know in the chat if the slide animation is too much, too little, too slow, too fast, or I should remove it at all and rethink of how to get users to swipe. I'm open to any comments, any suggestions, any thoughts. Please, Nzanzi, drop a chat. Let me know in the chat. So I'll do it one more time on the calculator. Maybe it's a little bit better on the calculator to see because there's a lot more colors. So we'll click on that. What do you think? Too slow? Too fast? Just right? I don't know. If we change this to 300, I'm doubting myself now. If we change it to 300, let's go back. I think 300 might be fine. Let me look at it. I don't know. Is it too quick now? Yes, this is tough. This is tough. I don't know how people do this on a daily basis. Do you see it? Let's see what the people are saying. I think I like it. At 350, the slower one was a little bit better on the eyes. But this one is also... I don't know. I have no idea. Let me know. Is the slide animation, we've decreased the amount of time that the slide takes, right? Is it better? Canelway, I see you join the live again. Let me know. Is it better for you now? We'll do it one more time. I think I'm happy with it. It seems to be working at a good speed. Nice. Yeah, I think so too. I think those other two changes that we made was much better where it was, we increased how much it showed and we increased the delay. So if we come here, nice. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's probably good. No, I don't like this. So slightly faster. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it at this one, which is slightly faster. It was the same as the original. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Happiness. Happiness. And do you guys think this would help users understand that they can swipe? Is it something that I'm wasting my time on, or is there a better way of doing this? Or would this help? Would this help the users understand that, okay, I can swipe over here? Or do I have to have something a little bit more deliberate, a little bit more in your face for users? I think it's fine because it shows you as you open up one of the packages. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm happy with it for now. So in the next update of MIH, you'll see that we're currently on version 1.1.5, or currently the one that you have is 1.1.4, but the new one will be 1.1.5 that has that slight animation to it. Has a slight animation to the mix. And also, sorry, one other thing that we have in this update is we have new social media icons. So if you want to watch us, like I keep saying, we're on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick streaming. So you can just go there and access us quickly. You don't have to go search for us or anything. Just open up MIH and go to the About MIH package and click on one of the social medias. That's how you'll find us extremely quickly. Let's flip this. So there's a few minutes. I think there's 7 minutes left. So we'll just wrap things up. So we tested out a different AI model to the ones that we tested out yesterday. So during the day, I told everyone that I tested out the 8 billion, I think it was 12 billion parameter model of Gemma 3. And that one was a bit too slow. I don't like the speed of it. It was the same speed as our current Mzansi AI. So I reverted back to the 4 billion parameter model. Then we tried out Quinn 3, which is a LLM created by Alibaba in China. And I don't think we're going to go with that one because it's a thinking model or a reasoning model. And I don't want us to have reasoning models yet. We'll increase we'll get better hardware in the future to enable us to do that. And after that, we were working on the animation now. This animation, it did take some time, but I think it's something extremely important that users need to know how to use the app, and making ways or showing the users how to do it in subtle ways is better than in their face flashy as a tutorial. Because when I open up a website and I see that tutorial, I look for the skip button. So I don't really want that in MIH, because even me, I will just skip that if I'm a new user. So I prefer that slide animation, but let me know if you think that it will be it is a good idea to add that in. And so tomorrow, what am I going to do tomorrow? So I think we're coming close to the end of upgrading the MIH server. We've transferred the data from the current production, the live server, into our upgraded server. We've tested out the graphics driver. That's working. We've tested out using the graphics card inside the GPU. That seems to be working fine and well. So I think what's next is for me to create a Docker Compose. I spoke about it yesterday. So a Docker Compose script to enable, I think we spoke to Gemini yesterday and they gave us a hint into what's it all about, but we'll use that one in our Docker Compose file that starts up the MIH server. And yeah, hopefully, I think after the version 1.1.5 update, then we will enable the new MIH server. And then we can start testing it out ourselves, do our cards load in quicker, does MIH start up quicker, all of those different things that I currently see. Even though it might be a small delay, I feel like every time you open up MIH, if there's a small delay, it starts adding up to a big one. So hopefully all of that will be improved by the upgraded server. I'm happy we went through it together. It was really great. It was amazing. So I'll see what else we are doing. What I wanted to do today was speak about like UI and UX design and maybe have a chat with Gemini and see what Gemini is saying about that, just so that we can learn a little bit more about UI and UX. So I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos, like tutorials and stuff, just teaching you what UX and UI is all about, things to look out for, common errors newbies make like myself. And after watching those videos, I can definitely see the flaws inside MIH. But what I'm struggling with right now is seeing the solutions, right? I think that's the most important part. So if something is, or if I can identify that something is wrong, I don't think I have the skills at the moment to identify how to fix it or how to make it better. So that's something that we'll have to work on, and I think that just comes with time, with experience. So as MIH evolves, we evolve with it ourselves, and we'll get better doing all of those things. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining tonight's live. It was once again a great live session, and I think I'm happy with the animation speed now that I have the backing of the people of Mzansi, that they are happy with the animation. So I'm gonna go ahead, continue testing. Myself and my team will start testing it to see what's good, and if we are happy with it, other than it being on the development or an emulator, what's it like on a physical device? So we'll test that out, see if everything is fine, and hopefully by, I want to say Friday, you'll get version 1.1.5. Once again, thank you so much, and let's keep working hard in Mzansi.